Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily News Brief. It's 27th day of US-Israeli war on Iran. US President Donald Trump says talks with Iran are ongoing but warned of harsher strikes if Iran doesn't concede.
But if Iran fails to accept the reality of the current moment, if they fail to understand that they have been defeated militarily and will continue to be, President Trump will ensure they are hit harder than they have ever been hit before. President Trump does not bluff, and he is prepared to unleash hell. Iran should not miscalculate again.
Iranian media has reported that Iran has rejected a US peace proposal and put out its own conditions that include full ceasefire across all fronts, guarantees against future war, reparations, and sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on the US and Israel to end the war.
My message to the United States and Israel is that it is high time to end the war as human suffering deepens, civilian casualties mount, and the global economic impact is increasingly devastating. And my message to Iran is to stop attacking their neighbors that are not parties to the conflict. Security Council has condemned these attacks and demanded that they end.
Iranian Parliament Speaker says Iran's enemies, with the support of a regional country, are preparing to occupy one of the Iranian islands. He warned that any such move would trigger unrestricted attacks on that regional country's critical infrastructure. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif spoke with the Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and briefed him on the latest diplomatic efforts. Pakistan's Prime Minister also spoke with the Emir of Qatar and reiterated Pakistan's strong condemnation of the attacks against Qatar. Pakistan's Foreign Minister spoke with his Jordanian and Turkish counterparts as well. US CENTCOM Chief Brad Cooper says over 10,000 targets have been hit in Iran.
We're in the fourth week of the campaign and remain on plan or ahead of plan in achieving very clear military objectives for eliminating Iran's ability to project power in meaningful ways outside its borders. U.S. forces have struck more than 10,000 military targets. In fact, we hit the 10,000th Iranian target just hours ago.
Fighting continues across the region with Iran, Israel, and U.S. forces exchanging strikes. Missile debris in Abu Dhabi killed 2 people and injured 3 others. More than 1,500 people have been killed and more than 20,000 others have been injured in Iran. There's internet blackout in Iran since the start of war. And Israeli attacks in Lebanon have killed more than 1,000 people, including children, women, and health workers, and more than 2,900 others have been injured. EU says more than 1.3 million people have been displaced there.